Hello everyone, I'm AnimusJ. Welcome to another Minecraft video.
Blah 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 blah. And welcome back to JWorld. Today we are just outside of what I've started to call the mining town. And that is because we are not going to be working on Mining Town like I've been kind of foreshadowing for a couple episodes now. I want to get to this, the sun is setting, I want to get to this, but we're just not there yet. What we're going to do is we're going to pick up with the gold farm that we built underneath the Skylands in the last episode. And by the way, the Skylands is looking as majestic as ever. I still love it, guys. Still probably my #1 favorite build that I've ever done. In any case, what I'm going to do, you can see that I have the chunk borders on, and that's because I thought I would give you guys maybe a little bit of a hint of what might be going on over here at the mining town, the future for the mining town. So I've marked this pillar, and precisely 2 chunks basically over, I've marked this one, and there is likewise one there and over there. So we have a 2x2 chunk marked out, and that's kind of a hint as to what might be going on in this area in the future. But for today's episode, what we're going to be doing is a lot of chopping. You guys remember a while ago when I chopped all the trees on the other side of the mining town and I had all of that wood? I honestly think I used it all. And I can't possibly think of what I would have used it all on. But it's gone. It's all gone. That was so much wood, and it's like all gone. So I'm gonna be chopping wood like a crazy man because that is the first resource that I'm going to need. Rather, it's actually the second source. And just like that, the forest is cleared, at least a very large area of it, a large enough area, I believe, in order to do what it is that I want to do later. So here we have 1 shulker box and a little bit more of a shulker box of logs, a couple I should really keep these things in better places so that I don't lose them. That's all a bunch of junk that I can clear out later on. We'll gather these up. Now, the other material that I was saying that I needed, we can leave that here, is actually iron from the Iron Temple. No, that's not what it's called. It's called the Desert Pyramid. Yes, I got it. See, I didn't even have to think about it too much. Oh yeah, hey look, notice anything different about the village? The stone wall is gone. I went ahead and tore down the stone wall. Apparently I missed these 2 spots. We'll just boop both of those. And so yeah, I tore down the stone wall. You know, it was pretty ugly, and it wasn't even serving a purpose anymore. So I was like, all right, let's tear this thing down. And because we're gonna need a bunch of iron, I went ahead and did an AFK overnight session here at the iron farm and got a whole ton of it. This thing is working really awesomely, and my inventory is quite full at the moment, as you can see. I'm actually gonna clear a lot of that out, but this is what I did with all of that nether stuff and what I decided to do with this part of the Skylands. So you can see we're on the 2nd floor and we're just around from where everybody sleeps. And what this is it's a memorial. It's meant to honor all of the lives that were lost because of the infection that was spread around from the Nether. Now, there's a lot of people who are a little bit iffy about having this stuff inside of our world. A lot of people are iffy about even having Nether portals available because of the infection and everything that seems to have come through it. But the Skyland maintains that the Nether is both safe as well as all businesses regarding the Skylands. Did I say that right? I think I said that right. My lawyer will confirm if I said that right. In any case, let me know what you guys think of it because I think it looks pretty darn cool. And then yeah, as you can see, I moved the portal from the 1st floor up to here. It just seemed really appropriate. It looks a whole lot better, but darn it, we can't really use it. Okay, well, we can use it to go into the Nether, but we can't come back out of the Nether from it, and that is because it still takes us down into the gold farm below. So we're gonna have to figure out something else, but you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that in order to get into the Skylands, you probably need to go through security checks and all that stuff anyway, so we probably should have a portal that's outside of the building, maybe even a little bit off the island, and then that will help us to connect it up properly to the Nether, as well as provide a reasonable access to the Skylands. So if we come into the Nether, you can see that I've got these two guys trapped, and I've been doing a whole bunch of trading with them, like a lot of trading, and they give you a lot of stuff. This is a pretty ridiculous way of getting a whole lot of various things. I mean, look at this. We don't even need to build an Enderman farm because these guys will give us pearls themselves. I also had a netherite hoe that I've actually been using to get all this stuff, and I got a whole bunch of crying obsidian from these guys. Oh yeah, he's not gonna be happy with me, I forgot. Okay, so I've gone through the portal, come back in so I can take a look at these guys for you. And so right here we have Barry, and then over here we have Doug. Doug's a little bit of he's bougie. I just learned that word this week. Doug is bougie. You have to like throw his gold in the exact right spot. Oh, if I get the gold out again, they're gonna get unhappy with me. Yeah, Doug, you gotta throw it like literally like right there at his feet in order for him to pick it up. Whereas Barry's like, you got it right here, you got it right here, you got it inside my square. I don't really care. As long as it's gold and it's close to me, then I will take it. Doug though, you're bougie, Doug. Yeah, man. So this is where we're gonna be working today, and you can see what I've done with all the crying obsidian. It's rather spread out, but you can see it actually lights up a lot. And I wanna show you guys a cool thing that keeps on happening. If you look at that portal right there, look at it. It's going a couple of blocks and then it stops. And there's actually a chunk boundary right there where that line is. So it's really cool because that side of the portal, just that part stays, and then the rest of it keeps on disappearing. It's yeah, I don't know. It's cool, but it's also annoying to fix. In any case, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be dealing with our storage issues for the gold farm, for the slime farm, and unfortunately, I mean, technically for this farm, but, you know, yeah, it's not doing so good. I actually took like 3 full stacks out of there in order to make a whole bunch more rockets. But in any case, what we're gonna be doing is replacing this whole wall with chests. So then what we're going to have is for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, because... No, 6? Yes, 6. For 6 blocks, basically leave that one there. For this, there's going to be chests here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 chests. And then it's going to go all the way down the length of this wall, just that high. Although, I suppose we'll have to stop it where this is, since it's butt up against it. But we could actually just dig in a little bit more. Maybe we'll dig in order to account for that. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I didn't think about that. I didn't realize it was touching the wall, but that's fine. We'll dig in a little bit. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna have an automatic sorting system behind it with water streams. And so what's gonna happen is the items, all these slimes and all the gold and all the, basically all the piglin stuff entirely, the flesh, all of it, the random snowballs that we get, the string, the gunpowder, it's all gonna flow down that stream, and then it'll get picked up into the item sorting chests. And what'll happen is if anything happens to not get picked up because it's backed up, say the gold is running for a long time, what it's gonna do is the water's gonna actually loop back around and pass through again, so that we give the items plenty of time to get picked up and not despawn. So that means I've got a lot of digging to do. Now then, if I get a little tactical ender pearl here, there we go. So then, okay, so it shoots up. Yep, there we go. You see the slime. Okay, it hits these cakes. Now, if you need to know more about what's going on with these cakes and the item filters, then what I'll do is I have a link to a tutorial about item water streams and how they work. Should be popping up right now. And then go ahead and check that out. That'll explain what's going on. So you can see the slimes, they're getting absorbed into these hoppers. And what I did is while I was running, or excuse me, while I was building, I just let the things go in on their own. And so you can see we got the slime kind of came in to the first two, and then we had the cactus, and then nothing really after that. So but that's partially because a lot of blocks fell in. So what I'm going to do though is I'm going to actually make it so that several of these are slime in case we get backed up. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then we'll just go to 5 right here. And then what we'll do is we'll do cactus, and then I suppose we don't need to do, yeah, it'll fill up on its own. Okay, cactus, and then we'll do another one of cactus. So this is long term, guys. This is not necessarily, you know, trying to this isn't really thinking that this many things is going to come down all at once and overflow. This is more so that as these things begin to fill up, that's where we're going to overflow to, essentially. Okay, so that's string, which there will be actually quite a bit of. So let's do this. Boop, and then we'll do 4 of them because that's how many strings that I have. Okay, that should work. And then gunpowder. So we'll do a couple, we'll do 4 gunpowders, I guess, even though I don't, it's gonna take a long time, I think, at the rate we're going in order to fill that up, unfortunately. All right, we'll do rotten flesh. So we have a lot of rotten flesh to deal with, unfortunately. How many is that? 3? 1, 2, 3, 0, yeah, 3. Okay, and 4, and 5. What I've done here is that if something gets completely to the end, it's going to shoot up to this top stream right here, and then it's going to go all the way back down to the beginning. And then what'll happen is, if I can jump up here, thanks, it shoots down that way, and then it'll fall basically right there where I'm hitting, and then it'll basically just loop around the process again. So then, like I said, if we're like super backed up, right, we just have tons of stuff coming in, or they're coming in massive stacks, as you saw in the previous episodes, then that'll give them a chance to get reabsorbed again. And then anything else that we don't have space for, like the swords and things, although we do have spaces for them right now, but what will happen eventually is we will fill up all of these, and then all of those other things are just going to despawn. And we are back from a maybe 4-hour, 5-hour possibly AFK session. These guys are actually just leftovers from me going AFK. If I could get my buttons under control here. So let me update you on exactly what I did in regards to this AFK session. So for a good majority of it, I had the gold farm turned on, and I don't think I told you guys, I did go up there and move the 2 portals inward, and look at that. Look at that. That happened again. Awesome. All right. So we're going to need something to get me up there because it's a pain to get up there every single time. All right. In any case, I left this on for several hours, but I believe that when this is on, both the slime farm and the creeper farm suffer. More so, I think, the creeper farm, because this does take away from the top, the full-sized mob cap thing. I think. Guys, I don't know a ton about that stuff. Okay, so don't quote me for. If it's in a tutorial video, then it's like 98% probability that it's true. All right, but if it's on JWorld, it's anybody's guess. So then, let's see here what we got. I did make some modifications. I'll talk about those modifications here in a minute. And we ran into some issues. You actually can't tell because my levels are 256, but I did die actually. Okay, so the slimes are doing well. Cactus is, well, you know, it's cactus. And then this, I think, okay, so these are the extra cactus here and here. I need to label all of these. And I did switch a couple of them around, so unfortunately if you were taking notes during the video, it's not gonna matter, is it? Okay, so this is empty, but this is an extra gunpowder one. And then that's gunpowder. Okay, we need to do something about this rotten flesh because I noticed, look at this guys, we have so way too much of it. We really don't need this much. I mean, when I was filling in the chests, I was thinking about that, but then as it ran, it filled in even more. Oh, look at all these ingots. No, what are these called? Nuggets, yes. Oh, wow. So many, so very many. And then I know there's more rotten flesh down here as well. Sorry if me going through all these chests is boring you, but I gotta know what's going on. And I know some of you, a lot of you actually, probably do want to know how we're doing on this actually, because yeah, see so much. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's hurting my heart. All this just too much rotten flesh. So what we might do then, I don't want to create a lag machine out of this because it already does get kind of laggy as it is. But I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to have an extra filter to spit out basically any of the rotten flesh that makes it past the amount of chests that we have already set out for it. So let's talk about the changes that I had to make, okay? The number one change that I had to make is that I didn't pay attention to the fact that these are cakes and the items are flowing through technically inside of this block space. And so when my water elevator was here, they were hitting on my glass and just getting stuck there. And they couldn't go up because it was a full-size block. So then what I had to do is, obviously, as you can see, wrap it around to here, spits up to the top, and then shoots on down. Now, the other thing I did is I changed out some of the items for, like, some of the string I changed for gold ingots, some of the rotten flesh for some more nuggets, and our bones really not climbing very much at all. What was the other thing? Arrows. It looks like we've already started collecting arrows, so we're good on that. But the death, yeah, let's talk about what happened with the death. Here's what happened. I'm scared of it happening again. What was? Oh, magma blocks. I'm a little jumpy. This is, you can see the fixed carnage. I came through the portal and there was zombies and skeletons and a creeper, and the creeper blew me up and blew up the portal and everything else with it. So I don't know how they got there. I don't know if there's something going on inside the farm, but here's a very extremely accurate reenactment of what happened. Oh no, I'm out of food. Let me go into the Nether so that I can get more food from my desert temple. Oh no! What did I ever do to you guys? But in any case, that is actually all the time that we have for today. I thought we were going to be able to do a little bit more, but we had a lot of shenanigans here and there that ended up taking more of the time in the video than I had originally anticipated. So if you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you really liked it, then make sure to subscribe. That's it for today, guys. I'm AnimusJ, and I'll see you next time.